So I've been in the market for a new MIDI controller for quite a while now, and up till now I've been using this tiny little joystick on my keyboard for playing in, and then adding in expression and dynamics and all that kind of stuff. And there's no two ways about it, it's absolutely rubbish. But I suppose it's just something that I got used to. I saw some reviews for this product, and I thought I would give it a try. So I haven't opened it up yet. This is a total unboxing and see what we're all about. So we've got this very nice box. Of course, I should say that I saw a good review from Christian Henson, which really put me onto this. This was dispatched within a day of me ordering it. I ordered it on a Thursday and it turned up on a Saturday. Now this was UK to UK, so obviously it'd be quite quick considering it's produced in the UK. But anyway, this turned up super fast. I'm really excited to open it, so let's see what this is all about. So let's get this sleeve off. Maybe the other way. Okay, that's quite tight. Don't want to break it. So on the sleeve we've got QR code for more details and the online editor software, which I'll get into today. Nice design, like it a lot. That's good, great. Okay, so we open up and we've got a quick start guide. Again, the QR code, which we'll look at in a bit. Very useful, bit of packaging. Okay, we've got a couple of cables, which I know spoken about before, Christian's spoken about before. So we've got a USB micro to C, USB A to micro USB. I think that's called micro. I haven't used one of these for a long time. But I think that's micro. Could be wrong. And then we've got the controller itself, nicely wrapped, packaged up. Here's some ASMR for you all. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the box for now so we can see it. Brilliant. This looks absolutely fantastic. The feel is exactly what I was hoping for. It's light and easy to move, but it doesn't feel like when I stop moving it, it's going to carry on or keep flying. That's really, really high quality, I can tell straight away. So the way this is going to be set up is I've got my iStation 24C, so it's going to sit around about here on my desk. So I've got all my transport here, so start, stop, record. I program in all my automations for volume and stuff like that with this. And then just over here, obviously I'll have this brilliant unit. It's a good size. Now I have a huge hand, I have to say. I can stretch, a compound fourth quite easily. So I have a kind of Rachmaninoff-ian hand. So I know it was a point of discussion before about how the faders are kind of quite far away from each other. But for me, that is absolutely perfect. Now I'm going to go into the software in a minute and set this up. I'm going to set it up. Again, this is going back to Christian's video. So that this one is the modulation and then expression. So modulation on the right, the one which I want the most control over on the right, expression, and then maybe vibrato on the left. So that's how I'm gonna set this up, kind of the wrong way round, as it were, because when I play, I'm playing with the right hand and inputting the expression and the modulation, etc., with the left. So my most dexterous finger is my first finger here, and I want it to have the most control. So again, that's kind of following on what Christian Henson said in his video on this. So I'm gonna hook this all in, and we'll go and do a little bit of programming on this. But so far, extremely impressed. Also, let's look at the bottom. So this looks like just one kind of pad. So I think that this would work really well on a keyboard. In fact, if I just pull this out a little bit and I put it on my keyboard, that is stable as anything, because it doesn't have individual pads. It has one sticky pad, as it were. That is not going to move. If you do have to use it on a keyboard, that is going to be absolutely perfect. So far, really impressed. Part 2 coming up once we're programming this and getting it set up. Okay, so I've followed the link on this quick start guide that came with the unit and it's come to the Ghost Note Audio website, and here it has, you know, review videos. This is the review video that really got me to buy this product. Basically, this is the one from Christian Henson, which I recommend you check out. And then it has the Conductor MIDI editor, which is all hosted online, where we can actually kind of remap this unit. And this is what I want to do, because I want it to kind of be in reverse. My most dexterous finger is this one here, and I want it to deal with modulation. So I've got open here the MIDI CC chart for Spitfire audio libraries, just because this is a library that I use quite regularly. I think it's good to just refer to it, just to check we're getting things right. So at the moment, slider 1 is set to modulation. Well, we don't want that. I want slider 3 to be set to modulation. So I'm going to rehash that, change that to 1. So slider 3 is now doing the modulation. So my most dexterous finger is doing number 1. I'm happy with slider 2 to be doing the expression, that's fine. And then kind of the least useful one, or the one which I don't need as much control over and will use the least, is MIDI CC channel 7 for slider 1. On BBC SO is going to be volume, which I will change very rarely, but most of the time I'm dealing with modulation, which is on slider 3, and expression, which is in slider 2 now. So I guess we just hit upload, and that should now be changed. Let's just check that. So if I reopen this, if I close it and reopen, those changes have now been made. Okay, so let's go into Logic and let's play around with this. Okay, so let's see how this is working. I've got Cinematic Studio Strings open. So if I start moving the third slider here, which I now have programmed to modulation, we can see that that is working within the program. So let's see how this works. So I had a bit of a false start there, because I realized that I'd mapped this to run the volume, and I was trying to play through, and of course there was no signal there. So I'm going to have to put that all up, and then we can see that that changes that. So we can change that later on. Let's see how this sounds. Well, this controller's just changed my life. That is unbelievably expressive. This is tremendous. Let's try it with another instrument. I'm going to open up some Omnisphere. Let's just see how this kind of works. Again, I may have to kind of remap this a little bit. Let's just open up a soundscape of some description. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn the control in the middle one a little bit more, but this is so much more powerful. Here's just another random one. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay, let's leave Omnisphere for the moment. Let's try some brass. Okay, I've loaded AirVenture Infinite Brass. Okay, so that's volume. This makes fortepianos really easy. Which is so important with brass programming, of course. Yeah, this is brilliant. And this is again volume. Okay, I'm gonna have to remap this maybe to see, because I would never use this normally, so I might have to change this one. But of course, every instrument I use is different. In this AirVenture, I'm just using the dynamics, because the volume I just normally will have it as loud, because it actually really does affect the sound quite a bit. So I'm mostly just using the modulation because that is the main thing that these instruments use. Fantastic. Okay, let's try some BBC SO Pro. Let's leave it as strings for now. If you don't have one of these controllers, go and buy it now before they go out of stock. While I'm using it as well, okay, I have it on my desk, which is then on another pad, but this is not moving anywhere. This is so stable. I'm not light with my movements, and it's not moving anywhere. It is as stable as anything. It really feels like it's actually stuck onto my desk. So I have a lot of confidence in that it's going to be in the same place when my hand moves away and comes back. That's brilliant. The size of the faders is absolutely fantastic because you can just hear how much control I've got over, for example, the quiets. I can really creep in with notes. So far I think this is a really brilliant piece of kit. I'm going to do another example. Let's open some Abbey Road low percussion. Let's just try a crescendo with this. Huge radio control. Let's try a little bit of Trilian. Why did I not buy one of these years ago? Yeah, this is really affecting the modulation. This is going to make my music sound much more human. A lot of the time I write music, which is just for VSTs with the occasional kind of live instrument in, but this is going to humanize it. This is probably the best thing that I could have done to make it sound like a human's actually playing my music. I mean, because I am a human and I am playing my music, but this gives me so much more control and expression over it. This is going to be absolutely tremendous. I really recommend checking out Ghost Note Audio. This is their Conductor, and this is my kind of first look at it. I literally just got it out of the box like 20 minutes ago, and I am so happy that I made this purchase. So stay tuned. I'll be doing more videos on how I'm using this and integrating this into my workflow. But so far, really, really impressed by it. The quality feels absolutely fantastic. It's stable as anything. It's not moving anywhere. And I'm really excited to write some music with this. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It really help the channel out. Give us a little like as well. If you enjoy these videos, please stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time.